viewers, very important news stories for you. Firstly, we'll have a detailed look at the speech delivered by Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki at Asmara Stadium today. Celebrations were held in connection with Eritrean Independence Day. What happened there? What did Isaias Afwerki say? We have not heard from him a lot in the past few months. So we'll try to analyze in detail what did he say. Did he say anything about Tigray, about TPLF? Secondly, Tigray government an hour ago released a statement about Eritrean Independence Day. Tigray government has leveled some allegations against Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean ruler. At the same time, it is offering the people of Eritrea to join hands with Tigray. And lastly, we'll try to analyze Ethiopian government's response to Eritrean Independence Day. We did see some celebrations by Eritreans living in Ethiopia and Addis Ababa 2 days ago. But was there any congratulatory message from PM Abiy, from President Isaias Afwerki to Eritrean government? If there was no message, what does it indicate? Today we'll try to focus in this video only on Eritrean Independence Day because Tigray government, Eritrean president, Ethiopian government all have either spoken or remained silent, which is going to help us understand what's happening in this region. Firstly, viewers, Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean ruler or president, whatever you say, he delivered a speech at Asmara Stadium today. Eritrean people, Eritrean government celebrated 31st Independence Day today in Asmara, at Asmara Stadium. There ceremony was held, military parade was seen there, singers, dancers were there, and foreign diplomats, Eritrean army generals, they took part in the ceremony. We were waiting for the speech of Isaias Afwerki, that what will he say about the regional developments, about Eritrea. He delivered a speech and he tried to link Eritrean Independence Day to international developments. What did he say? He started his speech by congratulating Eritreans on the day of independence. Secondly, he congratulated organizers of the ceremony at Asmara Stadium. Thirdly, he thanked friends of Eritrea, those countries which have sent congratulatory messages to Eritrea. Then he started his speech. He said that Eritrean struggle for independence was disrupted in 1941 and this struggle was derailed. I think here he is referring to British invasion of this region. But after 1941, Eritreans regrouped. They organized an armed resistance, and ultimately, after going through several stages and phases, in 1991, Eritrea gained independence. But Isaias Afwerki said that in 1991, when Eritrea gained independence, Soviet Union collapsed, and US and West, they were trying to impose unipolar world order. They thought that the world was theirs now, and they can do whatever they want to do. So they tried to impose this unipolar order on other parts of the world. And sanctions were imposed on Eritrea. Between 2009 and 2018, Eritrea remained under sanction. So he's saying that this struggle for independence, it was derailed in 1941 by the West. And even after independence, Eritrea remained under pressure because of these forces, US and West. But despite all these opposing forces, Eritrea maintained its sovereignty, its independence. He talked about Russia-Ukraine conflict, China-Taiwan, Hong Kong conflict. He said that US and West were trying to subjugate Russia, and they were trying to back Taiwan, Hong Kong against China. He warned that conflict between China and Taiwan could be deadlier than Russia-Ukraine conflict. He proposed solution as well. He said solution to the interference of the West and US and other countries is by forging regional alliance, by creating regional bodies, by working towards regional economic integration. So he was saying that Africa should have regional bodies, East African bodies, African bodies, and they should safeguard their interests, and they should defend against any foreign interference. He did not specifically speak about Tigray, Ethiopia, TPLF. I have read the contents of his speech through Eritrean Ministry of Information, which has shared contents of the speech. There is no mention of TPLF, of Tigray, of Ethiopia. But he said that peace and stability in the Horn is a must. It must be ensured. So we can sum up that his speech mainly focused on the US and the West, that they were interfering in other countries. He did not speak much about regional developments. He spoke more about global developments, and he warned against the expansionist ambitions of the US and the West. After that, or I think coinciding with that, we saw a statement from Tigray government. The Tigray government has officially released a statement about Eritrean Independence Day. What is Tigray government saying? Tigray government firstly congratulated Eritreans in and out of Eritrea. That Eritreans fought for this independence for years, both Eritreans and Tigrayans. And they fought against feudal regime, it's written, feudal regime of Haile Selassie and Turks. But ultimately, Eritrea gained independence. But people of Eritrea did not gain independence. Tigray government says that Isaias Afwerki is drinking the blood of innocent Eritreans who have been put in prisons, who have been forced into exile. They don't have freedom to express, freedom to speak in Eritrea. So Eritrean people's independence was taken away by Eritrean ruler Isaias Afwerki. That's what Tigray government is saying. Then the statement mentions Tigray conflict, that Eritrean government waged war to eliminate Tigray from the face of the earth. Genocide was committed against Tigrayans. In this time of crisis, Tigray government says that Eritrean diaspora, Eritrean researchers, Eritrean social media activists, Eritrean opposition parties, they supported Tigray. Asina TV's, I think, name is mentioned in the statement that it supported Tigray. And ultimately, people of Tigray were able to push invading forces from most parts of Tigray. Now, Tigray is offering that Eritreans should join hands with Tigray. Eritreans in and out of Eritrea, Tigray government says, should join hands with the people of Tigray, with the army of Tigray, with the government of Tigray to remove the ruler who has taken away the independence of the people of Eritrea. So Tigray wants an alliance with the people of Eritrea, with Eritrean diaspora. In Eritrean diaspora, Tigray already has formed some alliance. I think in some previous videos we discussed about some alliance formed with the participation of Tigrayan diaspora community and Eritrean diaspora community. But does Tigray have any reach in Eritrea? That's the question. Tigray wants the people of Eritrea to rise against Isaias Afwerki. And it says that it will support the people of Tigray. So, that was the statement from Tigray government on the day of independence of Eritrea. Lastly was Ethiopian government. Where does Ethiopian government stand? 3 days ago, we saw that Ethiopian government allowed Eritrean embassy in Ethiopia to organize a celebratory Independence Day event in Friendship Park in Addis Ababa. There hundreds of Eritreans took part there. No top Ethiopian official was there. Some diplomats were there, but we did not see any top Ethiopian leader there in the ceremony. And last year in 2021, Ethiopian PM Abiy and Ethiopian President Isaias Afwerki, they sent congratulatory messages to Eritrea on the day of independence. And back then, Eritrean Information Ministry shared an article mentioning the names of PM Abiy and Isaias Afwerki, that they have congratulated Eritrea. But this year, so far, we have not seen any article, any confirmation from Eritrean Information Ministry that Ethiopia has congratulated Eritrea on the day of independence. We have not seen a public message from PM Abiy, from President Isaias Afwerki, from Ethiopian Ministry of Foreign Affairs as well. So it seems that so far Ethiopia has not shared an official high-level message of congratulation with Eritrea. Maybe in coming hours we could see a message, but if an official message has not been shared, it's a very clear indication that Ethiopia-Eritrea relations are strained. They're not as good as they were last year. And PM Abiy and Isaias Afwerki alliance seems to be crumbling. Otherwise, I think PM Abiy would have been the first person to congratulate Eritrea if relations were friendly. But there seems to be some tensions between Eritrean and Ethiopian governments. In coming hours, we'll try to update you more about developments linked to Eritrean Independence Day. Thanks for watching.